What's poppin', y'all? Apparently that happy-go-lucky we're boys relationship between DDG and Cenat might be coming to a close because Cenat recently addressed the beef between Lil Rodney's son, aka Reggie, and none other than DDG, two people who he is very close to. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip from Cenat, and we're gonna go back into my theory on the possibility of DDG not messing with any of that crew anymore, and this turning into a game of House of Cards / politics.
On the shit that's going on right now with Daryl and Reggie, I just wanted to like not even get involved because one, is not even none of my business, and two, like this summer for July at least, it's about AMP. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. So I could have cared less what was going on. I'm not gonna lie though. That's too. I fuck with Reggie. I know I fuck with Reggie. I know I fuck with Daryl. Okay, they having a feud right now. So as a nigga gonna stay neutral, I'm staying out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Daryl did text me and say, like, when the shit first started, he had said like, tell Reggie to chill. You feel me? I literally went to Reggie and we spoke about the shit. We did, bro. But at the end of the day, that nigga's a grown ass man. He just decided to do what he want to do. If Daryl feels a way about Reggie, and Reggie feels a way about Daryl, bro. And I'm not going to tell them how to feel a way about each other. Do I think the situation unfortunate? Yes, I do. You feel what I'm saying? Do I think that shit is, like, a lot of shit could have been prevented? Of course, my nigga. Do I feel like that motherfucker is getting dragged to unnecessary boundaries? Yes. Am I going to get involved? No. No, I ain't going to lie, bro. It's like, you know, the situation is unfortunate, but you feel me? Like, they doing what they want to do because at the end of the day, they feel the way how they feel, bro. And that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to get thrown in there and be involved with drama, bro. Like, I'm not, like, I just don't have the energy. I just don't got the time. And it makes no sense for me to get involved if I with both parties.
So here you hear Cenat, and you can tell, number one, like I said, I got to give DDG credit. He tried to handle this behind the scenes when Reggie, aka Lil Rodney's son, was the first one to start talking about DDG being trash, and DDG kind of trying to figure out the situation where he's like, wait, hold on, we were just at Streamer University together, which was put together by Cenat, and Cenat really did DDG a solid by letting him still come to Streamer University as a professor, because DDG had just gotten hit with those accusations by Halle Bailey. So these are scathing accusations of her allegedly getting DV'd by him. And Cenat, like I said, he's the Mr. Beast of streaming, the Mr. Beast of Twitch. That is his role. That is his identity. That's what I'm putting. I've stamped on his name, and that's not a bad thing. But what that means, major deals, having to present a certain image, having to keep up with that image. So the fact that he let DDG come through means that it was a little bit of a push-pull to let him come in. Like somebody that's completely, I'll give you an example. Actually, you guys might not understand the reference unless I put it together in another video. But let's just say a lot of other characters in a lot of other communities that are in the position Cenat is are going to say, hey man, you're too hot right now. We can't have this. You understand, right? And it is an understandable position to have. So Kai did him a solid there. Kai also put on that dude, Lil Rodney's son, Reggie, as a streamer. He did a lot of collabs with him. He worked with him a lot. So what DDG does is he hits up Cenat off stream. And he's like, hey man, this is your man's, you know, he's in this like G League team, AMP G League team underneath you. Like, what's the deal with this? Like, yo, can we patch this up, or is this going to be real beef? What's up? So DDG gives him a courtesy call, and no, not the type of courtesy call that's coming from Rap-A-Lot Records or J Prince where you're getting pressed. He's just like, hey, what's the situation? That dude, Lil Rodney's son, goes on stream the next day and starts blasting DDG, talking about, yo, you're trying to hit Big Bro and handle this situation. Nah, it's up. So DDG is like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna set it off then. And DDG gets to incredibly disrespectful levels that in the streaming world, from what I've seen, are unprecedented. Like, I'm gonna play you guys a clip right now.
What time is it? I gotta see the reservation. Is it, you know what time the reservation is?
I think like 11.
What time is it?
10:20.
Oh, 10:20.
Yeah.
All right, bet, cool. Keep it $150. I can really go way deeper, But I want you to check my temp. I want you to understand that you started something that ain't gonna never end. I gave you a chance. You was a bitch. I called you out the box. You said you gonna call another nigga to fade me. Whatever the f. Then you got McDonald's workers on TikTok threatening me instead of giving me a number 9 with cheese. Like, I don't understand what your angle gonna be with this shit. But when I tell you, Reggie, I have no interest in being your homie. I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about what I'm saying or none of that shit. I'm on your ass until you my age. How about that? Until you turn my age, when you end up having a kid, bro, that's when I'm gonna leave you alone so you can see what it's like. Okay? I think that's when I'm gonna leave you alone. This shit, Reggie, never ending until I get my fade. Don't run from me. I'm tired of you ducking me.
Yeah, that was DDG with Lil Rodney's son's dead father who passed away from a stroke on his lock screen. So that's how far it's gotten. But DDG also talks about how this shouldn't have gotten to this point. So I'm going to play you guys a clip right now where he says they're wrong in that house.
Y'all in that house, bro. Y'all know that little nigga wrong. And if niggas back in that little bullshit he been saying, y'all know that nigga got a fucking mouth on him. Back in that, y'all dead ass wrong too, bro. I don't give a fuck if that's y'all little homie, none of that shit, bro. That shit ain't cool. And y'all know with me, bro, I never start nothing. I'm never the initiator of any situation, bro. Never. Always start with me. And then they call me a bully when I go lower than low. That's how I go though. Really not tripping, really not pressed whatsoever. Y'all in that house, y'all know that nigga dead ass wrong. If a nigga's not to call him and be like, hey bro, you tripping? I tried to squash it 2 times with the little nigga and y'all co-signing it, cool. It is what it is. I ain't tripping at all. Fuck it. And the little Craig nigga be cutting your water off. We done talking about you. You average 80 viewers. Reggie only talking about you. He's only shouting you out because my brother brought you up. We're cutting your water off. Go clock back in. Go apply.
So the people in that house, you've got Kai, you've got Ty Lil, you've got Rodney's son, etc. And if you listen to DDG here, you can kind of understand because you got to put yourself in the mind of not just the viewer and not just the person that's being entertained by this, but yo, what's happening behind the scenes? So DDG's looking at it like, yo, and DDG even gave an example where his brother, Dub, had been beefing with somebody and DDG hits him. He's like, yo, you're tweaking, bro. You got to get off that. So DDG perhaps expecting people to be the same because from what I've heard behind the scenes, people that have dealt with DDG that have been cool with him, they said this guy is solid. They said he'd give you the shirt off his back. They said he'd make sure you straight. He'd help you in any way that he could. Of course, granted, you're not like trying to take advantage of him. And even in scenarios like this, like he gives a lot of people clout too. And then also, I think DDG, there is the element of DDG's ego, which I said, like DDG has one of the biggest egos in content creation whatsoever, especially when he's up. Like DDG's ego fluctuates. It's kind of like a stock. Like certain people, they're going to have their ego regardless. Like a Soluminati, that's just pure who he is. Off stream, on stream, no followers, millions of followers. He's always like that. There are some people like that, right? Like, for example, like me, right? The way that I talk, dog, if you go back to my first videos, I was talking like that. And I had I had 0 viewers for several months. That's just how I am. But DDG, it's fluctuates. So if DDG's down bad, like when he was in 2023 and Bruce is clowning him, he's not talking that talk. But when DDG's up, oh, you bet he's talking that talk. So I think DDG feels like, yo, let's just say Kai Cenat, right? I think DDG's looking at it is like, yo, if Kai hit up Lil Rodney's son and he's like, nah, I'm going to keep beefing with DDG's looking at it like, well, if Kai is really, really my homie, like we're really boys, he would apply pressure. Like, yo, listen, if you're going to up the beef with this guy, we're cool with him. We do content. This is good for business. And he's my friend. Then you're out of here. Like, you're out of my crew. We're not going to be friends no more. Like, you got to dead this. Because Cenat has the power and influence to dead that situation. But he didn't do it. And I think Cenat is just trying to play, kind of, not play possum, but you cannot play in the middle of a situation where two of your friends are dissing dead people. Now, the Lil Rodney son dude didn't diss anybody that's passed away. He did, like, kind of make fun of DDG's situation of not being able to see his kid, which some people would say that is crossing the line, but he didn't diss anybody dead. DDG did. But if, like, for example, if I'm Cenat and I've got two people that are my homies and there's a situation like this, I can't let it get to this point. Because once it's gotten to the point that it's gotten right now, how can it be patched up? I don't see how that could happen. And I think DDG was looking at Kai like, yo, if I were you, I would have made sure this didn't go anywhere. But you're not making sure that it doesn't go anywhere for me. And I think a little bit of the ego in DDG starting to come out too, where he's like, damn, like Kai did me like this. And it doesn't mean that Kai did him wrong. It's just that Kai chose not to exercise the power that he could to make sure that everything gets smoothed out. Because DDG was the first person that tried to offer peace in this situation. And Lil Rodney's son just escalated it. Now, DDG does take it too far. I've said that. A lot of other people are saying that. And DDG's like, yo, people are always starting with me. Yeah, kind of. But there's jokes. And then there's making a guy's dead father as your lock screen. And it really tells you about how far a person is willing to go on an internet stream. This isn't a rapper that he's got beef with. This is an internet streaming, like, back and forth, like, beef that's turning into violence and dead family members now, or threats of violence and dead family members now. And it's kind of sad. Now, the other guys, I don't think it's their business. Like a Ty Lil, for instance. Like, if he's just seeing DDG here and there, as different. Like, if you're actually friends, like, and you guys tell me, you've got two friends of yours, and they're beefing, and let's just say it's just a disagreement, and then it's escalating. You have to take, it's not that you got to take a side, but you have to figure out a solution to this. Otherwise, now you're in this weird place where either friend is looking at you like, yo, you're still cool with the dude that was talking about, like, my dead dad and dissing him online? Now, I don't think, and this is where the business part and clout and like this game of politics comes into play, because someone may feel that way about anybody else, but if they're in business with this guy and they stand to gain a lot from staying next to him, they may tolerate the fact that he's with the op. This is a Pusha T, Travis Scott type of situation, where he's like, yo, what the hell? You just hopped in here, played this track for us, for me and Pharrell. We didn't even want you in here. We didn't request that you come in here. You got a rollout for it. And now you got Drake, who's our op, dissing both of us on here. What the hell is up with that? I think that's what DDG is feeling like Pusha T with Kai and the other people in the house. He's like, yo, I was just rocking with y'all. We was just all at Streamer University kicking it. And now y'all are letting this pass in the middle of the house and letting him talk about me, and you're just silent and like trying to play coy. Like, yo, you don't know what's going on. So I do feel DDG's pain there, but I can never co-sign what he did to that dude's dad. I cannot. And in another clip, he reiterates it, that they should know better to not talk about his kid. I'm going to play that clip for you guys right now.
Anybody with a brain know that this nigga dead is wrong, bro. Anybody with a brain. If my brother on some bullshit, it's been situations where my brother was arguing with a nigga and I called him and I'm like, bro, you tripping. Chill, bro. Like, why? It's no point. Y'all know my brother be saying anything, getting on anybody. I call him and I'd be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, you tripping. Like with the Ty, when he was beefing with Ty the guy, I told him, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you tripping. Sometimes you gotta hold your homies accountable, and when you don't, it falls back on you and make you look bad, bro. Like, you know when they homies wrong.
So he's talking about them like, yo, you guys should have some sense to let that guy know that he shouldn't be doing this. But what are they going to reply? We really can't. I'm going to play you guys another clip where he said he messes with Dez, Ty Lil, and the other dude, and he wants them to just de-escalate the situation.
Now I know all them niggas in that crib feel some type of way or feel like they got to pick a side or do this and that. And then my homies cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Dez, I fuck with Ty Lil, I fuck with all them niggas in that crib. But now it make it weird because they feel like, I know Reggie on the phone crying, y'all not here, man, come help me. Cause he got so excited when they came in the damn room dancing. I seen the clip. Oh, yes, my homies are here to defend me. That's what he was thinking in his head, but it's like, y'all picking sides when y'all can really just de-escalate the whole shit. You feel me? But either way it go, I don't care. I'm blessed. It is what it is. But that's how I feel about the situation. You know? But he took it way too far. I'm gonna take it further though. Y'all know me. I'm gonna take it further.
So here, I think DDG's really hurt, but this is the problem too. He can't go off on Kai Cenat like that because it's like a cold war. If he beefs with Kai Cenat, it's over. Kai Cenat is Mr. Beast, dog. He's clean. He's Ronald McDonald. You beefing with him is already a you problem. You can't win that war. So DDG has not animosity. He has frustration towards Kai right now and the other people in that crib, but he has to hold it back because he knows his power level. His power level could take on a Lil Rodney son and a Reggie, but his power level can't take on a DDG. His power level couldn't take on, well, he thought his power level could take on a Soul Illuminati, but hey, Soul Illuminati just, he really broke him apart. And now they're cool about it. But even when they were beefing, it was about a chick. It wasn't about like I don't think DDG didn't diss Soul Illuminati's dead brother. So that just goes to show you, like, these are two different beefs. Like, DDG's been in a lot of beefs, but this is very, very different from the last situation. And before somebody says something about, like, nah, DDG actually did say something about Soul Illuminati's brother, let me play you guys this clip.
Athlete. I want to say rest in peace to your brother. I didn't know that your brother passed away. I don't check for you and your family. I know nothing about your brother. But I know what it's like to lose a brother. And it is a hard thing. And I never meant any disrespect towards you losing your brother. And that had nothing to do with me trolling you and stuff like that at all. Genuinely. I feel like it's black creators and people that's making an impact, because he does have a solid fan base and he's making an impact on the world. And, you know, pretty much a lot of black creators from that time period, like 2016, 2017, we got a lot of influence. And I feel like we would be much stronger if we worked together. So I don't want to steer too far away from that.
So immediately once DDG found out about the situation, he was like, oh, nah, I'm not going in on that. So the fact that DDG is going in on this guy's family and his father when he has lost a brother himself means that he is furious. He's fuming beyond what you guys can see. Like, he's playing it off while he's acting on camera. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm making money off of this, but this hurts him. And it's not just the Lil Rodney Reggie situation that hurts him. It's the people around him co-signing that he thought he was cool with that hurts him. And it's just, hey, it's a tough situation. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.